You have to get the 10. And if you don't see your curve, you cry. What all you need to do is play 5. And the shenanigans with the new Hiyori, you know there was the 4-cost Hiyori, sack played 5? There's the new one that's also sack, but like put a Dawn under your knee. I'll play draw 1, it replaces itself. Then what you do is you play the 1-cost Hiyori, then you play the 4-cost Hiyori, you samurai both of them, and then you pop them. So you play a 5, and you draw, and you gain a Dawn, so you can activate your leader effect. Oh.
That's actually low-key sick.
I love samurai. Any samurai bullshit, I'm for it.
You see the card flip?
Red Rock. Mais je t'ai vu Red Rock, c'est carte agressive.
It's a typical card.
What's ça, c'est
Of course. I just flipped it by accident in one part. Accident, huh? Keyword accident.
Oh.
7 cost Robin? I'll show you my Robin. Mine heals.
You show me my Robin, I show you yours?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how good.
Arrow? 6. 7? 7. You choose. I'll look at my hand while you think. It doesn't matter.
Tu peux pas faire l'exhaust action et l'extrait.
So typically they want to go first, but because of an econ, I decided to go second. And we have a go second.
Yeah, but this deck goes both ways, so I'm trying to fuck him, so I'll show
You think first? Based on that decision,
I'm gonna keep my hand.
I'm gonna keep my hand. But to win it, Robin.
Yeah, j'ai dead. T'es fort.
For sure.
Je fais juste lancer ça comme ça.
Wow.
C'est vrai?
Fait que si jamais vous cherchez à faire des gestes, Doom est super bon, c'était 7 man, tu l'as rejoué. Doom est super bon, c'était 7-6, tu l'as rejoué. Vous avez des bons pots là-dedans? Ça, c'est un méchant bon pot. Ça, c'est insane, wow! Ça, c'est vraiment bon, la hand solo aussi.
Whatever you can do, I can do.
Ah, je l'adore, hein,
You can do it. I don't know if I
Still not decided? Oh, today.
You're singing that.
I had a playable hand.
Why did it take so long?
I wouldn't have a Dawn attached to my deck. None of the turns.
None? Oh,
J'ai
yeah.
ma curve, they come 4 Dawns, 6 Dawns.
You didn't have a Nami.
I didn't have a
Nami's on 5.
I didn't have a, no, it's a 2. The girl, I didn't have the girl promo. If I had the girl promo, I would keep. Because I can just...
Ah, yo, c'est pretty much.
I didn't have
That was annoying. Des fois, quand je joue pas vert, quand je joue pas Carrot, je joue pas Bonnie, c'est capable pour chier. Parce que vert sont fous, like rest.
Well, I'll use turn.
Un de mes préférés release à date, je te dirais. Le nombre de decks que j'aime, les Crocodile, j'en cherchais un
Fuck Yante.
les Stranger aussi, c'était la pire, mais comme j'ai vu ça pour la plupart,
Searcher, hein?
J'ai déjà commencé à découvrir. Ouais, j'ai passé la première vidéo showcase.
2 Dawns.
Ça, j'ai été content. J'ai fait un petit cri quand j'ai vu.
Girl, pass. Ça aide beaucoup, là.
C'était vraiment la carbonate qui m'a sauvé parce que sinon, là. Les carbonates, c'est tout garanti.
I am very happy about that.
La moitié du pack est garanti.
I'm gonna regret it, I'll take it.
T'es garanti un crispy.
See? Did you charge before?
Tu peux juste avoir des prestige foils dans les cartes.
Because 2 games in a row, I could have charged Hogback.
Yeah, I learned that from my first logo with Nami. I was like, no, never again.
No, but I mean, they still take. You charge, you go 7.
Oh, yes.
And they still take, and they still trigger.
Yeah.
Moi j'en achète une parce que
Moi, ce que je trouve dommage, c'est que les avantages assez. Moi, j'ai apporté le Raider 4.
les ont enlevé, c'est la chose qui doit être. Non, moi, c'est les. J'essaie d'avoir des. Comme là, je suis sur mon deck, mais fort, je vais avoir comme des coups sur Hyperspace Royal.
You don't believe? Go on.
Ouais, ben là, j'ai pas l'air de la showcase de Raider.
Carte en
Je vais jouer.
25, 6.
Mes top 3 decks, c'est Raider, Ella. Ouais, le Ella. Que tu viens de prendre des attaques, puis John, tu donnes les 7 bleus, jaune.
Oh shit. On a plaisir de ça. On va se jouer à 3.
Hold on.
C'est sûr que là, tu sais, j'ai encore la showcase pour le reste du monde.
Non, c'est bon.
Single? Just a single, I was like, what?
Ah, date là, pas mal là.
I did not understand what you said, so I was like, what?
You're fighting Perona?
Top 4?
Sorry, can I take it back? Of course.
Judge.
Tu vas jouer le 7 ou pas?
Adam?
Tu vas l'aimer vraiment beaucoup, je pense.
Nami?
Yes.
Je vais t'envoyer une liste tantôt, je pense que tu vas
The
l'aimer.
condition is 2 to 8.
2 to 8.
The search is everything.
Pretty much everything. There's a couple,
Gecko 8.
pretty much everything. Couple exceptions, pretty much everything.
Je joue très à côté parce que tu fais pour 7, 14 en rose. Tandis que quand je l'avais essayé contrôle bleu, tu faisais juste staller. Mais ton leader pouvait staller bleu. Comme si tu veux juste staller, joue genre oversing. Tu vois, la fin de la série, il y a eu quelque chose, son action de free, il n'y a pas comme de conséquences, ça peut shorter le
You don't believe, John?
Dans du V2, c'est
This sequencing was so bad. I did not need to play the 4 Dawn first. I had a rested Dawn, just at 7, and then play the Hogback. Why the fuck did I so my sequencing is so bad.
Toi, tu cuisines.
But there's a lot of money.
I know.
Fait que je fais la flip, l'agressive négo.
Une pièce, c'est 12 voix.
Je l'aime beaucoup comme ça.
Sure. You don't have the Mr. 1, right? You have Zala? Zala's on that.
Pour faire la pratique aussi. Faut que tu vas jouer ton game.
What's the condition for plus 2?
7 more.
7 or more? And she's at 7? 7K?
7K plus focus on the board.
Please. Because you could play this. You could do it. Locker. I think both types.
So the types go Roper, play up to one character with a type including Burrow Voice Shots less, and one or less, pretty trash.
Enfys Nest, si tu veux jouer à gros, elle a bonne.
Mais j'ai pas les pièces cardiennes, c'est ça.
Parce que tu peux être comme les affaires, il y a un 5 cost chip, mettons, mais quand en attaque, tu fais son power en direct damage à l'autre.
C'est quoi ta. Regarde.
Mais ça marche avec les buffs. Mais ça buff, ça marche avec les buffs aussi. Fait que, mettons, sur l'agressif Nago plus 4, tu swings pour 7, tu fais 7 direct. Tu peux trigger avec une puissance pour un autre 7 direct, c'est pas 21 damage à un swing.
Non, c'est you!
Qu'est-ce que
C'est pas monté ton member? Non,
C'est un jeu
t'avais des potentiels acheteurs.
Acheteur.
Non,
Ouais, j'ai eu.
t'as les tiens?
C'est un 3, 5.
Je vais le mettre là devant toi.
C'est pas de rank.
Je vais voir ce que je peux trouver. Je suis sûr qu'il est ici.
That's why he needs some
C'est
in
le.
inventory. 6
Ah, tu peux faire
With the 5
des,
count?
Ça dépend comme Red Fire, il fait 2 damage, genre un damage unit, tu peux trigger 2 fois, tu tues 2 units avec des choses comme ça. C'est genre Shuttle Bomber ou quelque chose. C'est quoi oh ouais, la Stranger, c'est probablement top 3 à top 5 comme ça. Quand même un peu plus spoil.
Nami?
C'est quoi, d'où vient le meme de...
There's no meme, I'm just making it up.
Nice.
Non, c'est quelque chose
Nami
de
literally, drone?
Ah, tiens, c'est celle-là. Tactical Heavy
Drone?
Non!
Tu l'as pas? Ah non, oui!
Ça dit?
Non, pour de vrai, j'aurais pas. I wouldn't have expected.
Parce que ça, tu buffes ça avec une physique, je sais que c'est oui, mais tu peux faire au-dessus de 20 damage facile en attaque. C'est vraiment après ça. Ça close des games.
Yeah.
Freeze.
Ouais, c'est le point.
J'ai pas les
Si tu fais un drop, je te drop avec un top.
C'est quoi le condition for drop?
You have to have 8 or more,
Or 0?
Then if your opponent has a character with cost 0 over the cost.
no.
Like holding this in my hand.
C'est soit qu'il wipe son board, ou soit qu'il faut qu'il revienne à sa base, il faut que je le choisis. Un attaque.
Leader effect? Yeah.
Tu peux le combo encore plus. T'as qu'une physique de ce moment de t'as des chiffres aussi, comme je disais, juste mettons le.
Now you have a 0.
Yeah. Tu vois ta dispel? Robert?
Mettons qu'un 1, tu joues le 1-3 qui fait 3 direct en arrière. Tu fais ça, il a un damage. Ton Red Fire, avec ton château, tu peux voir son board quasiment en tapant. Tu sais, quand c'est vraiment nice, c'est très agressif. Ça veut dire juste souvent, tu chantes des
Joue dans la
Joue dans la
Oui, j'en ai, mais genre toutes les cartes de Big Boss,
mon deck est plus mid-range.
repasser.
Je sais qu'Aram aussi joue des decks mid-range. Il y a Obi-Wan Evolve qui est mid-range.
Sinon, ça, en fait, yo, Gélio, t'as-tu des cartes sur toi?
J'ai rien entendu.
T'as-tu des cartes avec toi?
Non, ben, c'est un use de force, tu fais un
Rien avant, sorry guys.
C'est yes or no?
Allô?
Oui,
Can you put this?
I don't. Sorry, I got distracted by it.
That's why I played 2 Kuma, I said. You have the Kuma?
2 commands.
Si tu joues
This is a win more card.
mettons,
Also,
ok,
I guess now
mettons toi t'as les deux flip à 6.
let's see where the game is.
Yeah.
I check this.
Jaja.
Parce que tu fais 2 review phases. Fait que tu piges 2 cartes, tu mets une ressource. Puis après ça, tu piges 2 cartes, tu remets une ressource.
No blocker.
Non.
Fait que admettons que toi t'as un 6
Swing big.
drop les deux.
Dans mes rounds, maintenant, on commence toujours avec 2 ressources.
Ça veut dire que exactement. Ça veut dire que tu piges 4 et tu ressources.
Tu vois. Ils ont rien pris?
Fait que si toi tu joues les deux,
I think they were looking for low end.
Ouais, mon SR Binder, je commence à garder des playsets de SR, so I gotta go forward and pick up the things I need.
Mais il y a des avantages.
Lost against Tyson, the same deck of Gecko. It's tough, but it's not that bad. If he does it, yeah, but like when I run out of gas, I'm staring at 8, 10.
Il y a de quoi de cool que tu peux faire avec, c'est ça. Il y a de quoi de vraiment cool. Si tu joues en les deux,
Zala 7? Bro?
Non, tu m'as fait ça de ça dans tout ce qui est jaune bleu noir. Tout ce qui est jaune bleu noir. Jabba, Transit.
Tenzala.
Tout c'est les deux.
10, right? 6 down, 4.
Ça marche.
Il y a tout que toi, quoi.
le stranger, je te le dis, tu me donnes un peu les dettes.
What's up?
Il est absolument.
Oh, there's a store soon, huh? It's like in 2 weeks? Friday? This Friday?
I don't know if I can.
Puis à 5, ça compte.
No, store trip.
No, it's just gonna give me more money.
This does nothing, huh? Until minus 3?
Non,
Draw
non,
one?
KO switch.
Okay.
Bon,
Then I know it's the minus 3. That's the BB?
That's one doesn't work, but also.
Mais en main deck, je suis dans plus c'était neutral, est-ce qu'elle peut jouer parce que plus de deck dark side que j'ai elle est pas pire dans l'anneau, c'est toujours l'anneau vert. Parce que l'anneau quand il flip, tu fais pas crédit, tu mets en crédit 3. Avec le automatiquement tu peux ajouter
Non, non, parce que
c'est variable.
donc ils voulaient son décalissé. Donc ils me l'ont fait moins cher, moi je l'ai.
Ben non, le Lando, le leader. Ça a passé.
En plus, c'est de nouveau qui venait, puis ils achetaient une télévision.
Ben tu sais, c'est juste base vert.
Ah,
J'ai vendu ça.
Lui, tu peux toujours la voir sur ton couteau de foire.
Ah, le bois, ouais. Et c'est bon, j'ai arrêté de vomir.
Mais sinon, je la joue en side dans mon Eva.
Il y en a partout. Dans l'autre toilette? Ouais. Dans l'autre porte, pour des filles.
You have 5 in the hand. No. No gamba.
I'll go check.
6 for left.
Really?
It's just until end of turn.
Yeah, exactly. So ça fait rien, ça fait rien.
It's until
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically a bluff.
Nice, nice.
Ah oui, ça, oui.
Dans mon temps, non. Ils sont vraiment pretty rush. Ben, c'est original.
Ah, le reste est down?
Les Japonais, ça
T'étais à 6 quand j'ai hit pour la Perona?
I drew 2 and like,
Drew 2, then draw for turn. How you?
J'étais à combien?
C'est ça que je me demande. Were you 5 or 6?
I don't remember how, I can tell you
Right now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6
1,
or
2, 7 or less.
7 or less draws? Right now you have 7. So.
Yes, sir. You just, I don't know if you were checking if I cheated or...
No. I thought you'd have more cards, but show me your hands.
No, plus 1, something.
aujourd'hui, j'ai envie d'aller au Nest.
70. Did you with 4? Who's not a bad number? 5
Mais la regular est tellement... Ça chauffait, c'est pas comme ça.
Les gris, non. On en parle, c'est pas bon.
This is already used.
Tu vois des boys, des fucking nice... Tobias, tu l'as fait panic?
Yeah, 3
Il donne des lunettes à l'opponent qui fait des crédits. Quand il fait des lunettes, les draws, il fait des crédits pour chaque lunette qu'il a donné à l'opponent. Il est insane. Des fois, tu fais, t'as comme 10 credits, tu fais juste jouer ta main au complet. Ton bias, ton bias. Non, ok, c'est l'autre.
Il y a même un livre.
That's for, non, team provider.
Ils ont encore chop.
Non, c'est people. Oui, c'est ça, c'est people predictable. Ouais, c'est ça, c'est people predictable. Mais son deck dit que tu gagnes la game, puis là, moitié dit que ton adversaire ne peut pas gagner. Tu lui donnes 4 2
I heard draw, no draw.
No draw.
I heard I draw. He's still rolling.
Yes, can't attack.
That's why I counted. So you
Minus 10.
I really wanted you to just
c'est la seconde que tu donnes à ton opponent. Mais tu fais juste pas donner à ton opponent.
Non, mais ça fait une différence.
long and then heal the year.
Regarde this.
Destroy,
Nami. I can draw.
Yeah, back to 3.
c'est un humate, tu le joues, tu le donnes pas à ton adversaire. Ouais, puis après ça, tu fais juste utiliser ton leader dessus en place.
What? Damn, Nami killer.
I made a snap back at Mr.
You got lucky. You got unlucky, sorry.
Nah, my bad, I got lucky.
You got unlucky. Had you done Kuma first, you won.
Yeah, but I mean,
He couldn't have known. It's because his top card was Gecko. So he drew instead of healing.
Frozen, minus 1 down left. 3,000 high. What's your record? Ground that in hand that you kept. Because you added the fucking Nani, it's discarded and played by Patchwork to fuse it.
Genre des Luke Skywalker, ça c'est le les bancs.
Non, je connaissais pas comment faire avec ça.
No, I'm just asking because you I was like, what? Flicking your hand.
Non, mais c'est League. Je pense
So one card, not a grounder.
Si jamais tu le vois, ouais, c'est ça, c'est
if you really want to play, you try it out.
Le 5 c'est un montant probablement plus. J'ai eu 2 actions. J'ai eu 3
Draw one? Sorry. 7. This was my draw. This was my trash. I'm at 8. 70.
No trade.
C'est pas grave. Tu mets dans tes il y a des gars qui toutes les decks soft control ou hard control qui s'assèlent, comme j'ai tout fait à mon ils sont plus capables de survivre si ça top target ou de J, ça va se séparer, c'est ça. I don't know, man. It's weird, but it's fun. Les deux, je trouve qu'ils ont comme de potentiel. C'est pas comme, ah, c'est trop là. C'est comme, il y en a qui aussi qui sont marqués dans le long ball, sont top, for sure, mais genre, c'est ça, t'as comme un autre apprécié, t'en as comme 20 dans le corps, t'as comme...
Perona?
Parce que genre, OB Urgence, c'est là.
C'est beaucoup d'argent que tu perds chaque semaine, bro.
Chaque semaine, quand j'ai pas
T'as juste pas le temps. Tu peux pas le temps.
Bonne plaisante.
Ben non, c'est Shadow versus quelque chose.
Non, j'en ai juste pour longtemps, j'en ai deux. Hein?
Je pourrais pas les continuer.
J'en ai d'autres, j'en ai juste deux.
Ah, they're there.
Unfortunately.
J'ai eu une game où j'en ai juste 3. OB Virgin,
Donc, je veux dire, d'après moi, c'est seulement
Isn't the leader game draw, right? Like draw every time. The leader would be fine. The draw makes it busted.
Le draw
C'est trop stupide.
c'est tellement bon que mais mon cœur.
Yeah, for sure it's gonna be next Friday. Next Friday, look at the Bandai app. Next Friday for pre-release, for sure. I think so. It's usually every Fridays. Not every Friday, but every Friday. I'm pretty sure next week, so they give us like three weeks in advance, 2 weeks in advance. I think it's gonna be.
You sign up for pre-release?
Yeah, it is next Friday.
This upcoming one?
Yeah, it's 27th, which is fun. Oh, 15, it'll be nice.
10 or 7? Oh, 10.
Can you imagine, with your luck, you're gonna get 4 Borsalinos in your first box?
But this EB03, I love my shit.
Really?
I opened 4 boxes and I got nothing. No HPs.
You ruined it. You used it all up with your boas.
Yeah, I think so.
Didn't you get also SP, the yellow one?
Or what?
In boa. Didn't you get the boa?
Only the artworks on the OP14.
Yeah.
The Hogback?
Oh, okay.
Ça joue
And the
rested,
leader.
right?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Ah, not rested.
Life? Yeah, you went from Hogback to life.
I think je veux rested.
You're gonna run into it with what?
Avec Vader, ça filme
Into it.
I don't know.
C'est ça que tu veux, non?
Ah, this one.
I think.
C'est lui, on a 100%.
Yeah.
Here.
Tu peux essayer.
This.
C'est ça.
Yeah.
c'est moins pire que c'était avant.
My stand here?
Il y a moins d'instant out T'as plus open fire, t'as plus des affaires
Go.
Drop?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yes.
9 leads.
Bon, maintenant j'ai l'initiative, je suis en 4-4. Pour un peu de l'après, je vais jouer dans des films.
Yeah, he plays footing, huh? He plays footing.
Yeah, black one.
I think what they should do is make limited to 1 and give an next release or OP17 or whatever, whenever they want to ban the card, don't ban it. Limit it to 1 in every deck.
Yeah.
And give a pudding for every color.
Well,
I like it. I like the idea.
the Red Rock by
Every color has
only
1 pudding in their deck. They can play 1
Red
pudding
Rock
in their deck.
is Je pense que le deck
At pre-releases, they just give it out to you. Every player gets
Si
a
je l'aurais pas Red Rock, you might
like a
have
six footage,
had a lot more chance.
each color.
Like, si t'aurais un 2 sur le board.
Or get rid of the card. One of the two.
Oh, le draw est insane.
Je pensais que quand t'avais hit ça, je pensais que s'il hit un Red Rock, c'est chaud. Si ça m'avait hit un Red Rock off that, tu Red Rock le deuxième soir.
Mais j'avais le.
Just, you see enough of this, c'est tellement chaud. It's very nice.
And I have search that search whatever I want.
Ouais,
And I have the Marco to draw 2.
c'est tough.
At least it wasn't triggered this time.
Yeah, no, that I
It was a good player.
No, I wish.
No, that me, tap him.
No, you're true.
Damn.
I'm complimenting you because I went off trigger, you went off skill.
I'm trying to think of the game if there was anything different.
C'est tough, genre, je suis un setup de Zala.
Oh, le Perona early. J'ai chip ta main from the get.
Ouais, le
Not
Perona.
that hurt.
Le Perona.
I got like 2-3 cards out of your hand.
First life, a body that starts poking me, c'est tough.
Mais c'est ça le but du deck. You want to set up this and Kikunojo in trash right away.
That?
Mais n'importe quel. This for Perona and Kikunojo. Because they trigger off.
Tu la trash on girl. Mulligan into girl into that one.
I think I had.
Non, t'as Mulligan.
Oui, mais
t'avais girl et le bonne carte à trash et t'as été trigger.
But no, if I didn't have Perona, I would normally you counter and you just pitch the Perona.
You counter and you
Tu
take.
peux pas prendre la première life because you're not at 3. If I hit a Kikunojo on first life, it doesn't come out. Ça m'est arrivé tellement souvent.
Ah, c'est yellow. It's yellow.
Yeah.
Mais.
You play this first, force you to take life.
Ouais, à 3 en plus. À
Then I
3.
get this out.
Non, mais à 3, j'ai pris la vie en plus avec mon Nami. Nami forcing to go to 2, sinon.
Yeah. And then I had a little board to do like.
Ouais, des petits chips. J'avais trop petites mains.
Yes.
Et KO ton board.
No.
Perona's not bad, mais
The Perona, you don't care, you kill it, just kill it.
ouais, ça freeze bien.
Ouais.
Genre, even if I chain Robin, non.
Chain Robin's not bad.
Genre, si ta femme,
Moi, je Chain Robin, ça fait chier à toi. I heal, I draw,
Moi,
and you can't get rid of the body. You have to freeze it.
I have to freeze.
Yep. Oh, I think the deck's very strong. It's just maybe not in the right meta.
Maybe, selon la théorie.
Alright, let's talk about Blue Yellow Nami. I played this deck at local. The deck is insanely strong. Probably the most expensive deck in the meta right now. Let's talk about the leader first, I guess. Once per turn, when a card is removed from yours or your opponent's life, if you have 7 or less cards in hand, draw a card. That effect is so strong, but people always forget it, including myself. So you need to rep a couple times with the deck before getting the hang of it, that every time your opponent takes a life or whether you take a life during your turn, you get to draw an additional card, which is really huge. And the other effect is, during your opponent's turn, if your leader has a Dawn attached to it, you may trash one card from your hand, and this leader becomes plus 2000 power for the rest of the turn. So it becomes a 7k power leader for the rest of your opponent's turn. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. That's the leader. Let's get into the deck. We play 4 Searcher, which is Will You Be My Servant, the Searcher event, which is activate main if your leader is Nami. Look at top 4 cards of your deck. Reveal 1 card with a cost of 2 to 8. Add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. Pretty straightforward. The trigger activates main of the Searcher effect. You have a lot of targets. This helps you draw your curve really well. It's a must 4. You cannot play less than that. 4 Girl promo. This card jumped up in price ridiculously because of this deck. On play, draw 1, discard 1. Activate main once per turn. You may give 1 rested Dawn to your Nami leader. This helps you when you play on curve. That's because Nami wants to go first. Generally, you want to go first unless you want to take your opponent's curve and go second. For example, against Emu, they want to go second, so you take second from them. But since you're going first, sometimes your curve, the cards are 5 Dawns. For example, the 5 cost Nami, it's a 5 Dawn card that consumes all your Dawns, so you don't have a leftover Dawn to attach to your leader to trigger the second effect. My example was Nami was wrong because Nami attached a Dawns, but for your 7 Dawn turn when you play Robin, that's a scenario where you have to consume your 7 Dawns and you don't have any Dawns attached on your leader. So the girl helps to do that, and also it's additional aggression that you get with your leader, because you have an additional Dawn on your leader every turn. For Kikunojo, because the trigger is insane and it combos really well with other cards. Kikunojo's trigger is if your opponent has 3 or less life, play this card. On KO, if your opponent has 3 or less life, add 1 card from the top of your deck to your life. So 4 costs, 6k power, really strong vanilla stat line, and the trigger is really strong to be able to cheat out a body from your life. The new card from EB03 that is busted, 5 cost Nami. This card's ridiculously expensive too. On play, give 1 rested Dawn to your leader, so Nami gets their attached Dawn, which is awesome. Then if your opponent has 3 or more life, they add 1 card from the top of your life to their hand. And also on KO, you may turn 1 card from the top of your life face up and play 1 character with 6,000 power or less from your hand. So not only do you force your opponent to take a life, once she dies, you get to cheat out another body from your hand. Ridiculous, really strong. 7 Dawns, you want to play Robin, which is on play, you may trash 1 card from the top of your life. If your leader is Strawhat, add 2 cards from the top of your deck to your life. And opening turn on KO, you may deal 1 damage to your opponent. It's deal 1 damage, meaning if your opponent has 0 life and you deal 1 damage, they lose the game. This is your best play at 7 Dawns. This is your best play at 5 Dawns, sorry. And at 3, you usually want to play Girl or the Searcher to be able to find these combo pieces. Then you also have the Thriller Bark engine, which I'm running 3 Perona because I was missing a card. Usually they run 2, but I like the 3 of actually. It was pretty good. The only reason I see people running 2, 3, or 4 is just because the space of the deck is tight. Otherwise, I don't see what's wrong with playing more copies of Peronas. So 3 Peronas, 4 Hogbacks, 4 Kumasi, and 4 8-cost Gecko. Kumasi is very straightforward. It's just 2k counter. Trigger, play 1 Thriller Bark with a cost of 4 or less from your trash, rested. And usually these 2 are your targets. So that's Kumasi. We have Hogback. The trigger is exactly the same. Play 1 Thriller Bark with a cost of 4 or less from your trash, rested. On KO, Hogback is play a character with a cost of 4 or less with a trigger. So not only can you play out Perona, or even Hogback, other than Hogback, right? Thriller Bark, other than Hogback. So you can play out Perona, you can play out Kikunojo. Kikunojo? Yeah, you can also play out Kikunojo. So those are 2 very good targets that you can cheat out with Hogback. You also have Perona, which is the trigger is exactly the same. Play a Thriller Bark with a cost of 4 or less from your trash, rested. On play on KO, you can freeze one of your opponents 6 costs or less. That character cannot attack. So that's really good. And the 8-cost Gecko, the trigger is slightly different. It's play a character with a cost of 4 or less from your trash. So these guys plays it out rested. The Thriller Barks. Let me focus on these. So the Thriller Barks plays them out rested. But this can play it out active. So not only can you target the Perona, the Hogback, the Kikunojo, you can also target Marco or Pudding if you really want to. But we'll get there. So Gecko Moria trigger is slightly better than the others because if you hit that on your last life and you have a Marco in your trash, Marco comes out and it's a blocker. So for the 8-cost Gecko, activate main. Select 1 Thriller Bark card from your trash, 4 costs or less, play it, or add it on top of your life. Both scenarios are good. You can either cheat out a Perona right away, freeze one of their bodies so they can't attack, or you can stack your top life and trigger one of the Thriller Bark's trigger effect and play out a Perona rested, which also freezes an attack. So both scenarios are good, just depends on the game state. I'm running 1 Nojiku. It's because I couldn't find a second one before the logos. So I was running 1 and I bumped Perona to 3. Usually list runs 2 Perona instead of 3. But since I couldn't find a second Nojiku in the time, I only ran 1. But I would run 2. There's a scenario that came up in one of my games, which was really powerful. So I had Nojiku. I played it out. I bounced their body back to their hand. And then I put in right away. Giving me the ability to reduce their hand size even more. Nujiku is on play if your leader is Nami. Return one character with a cost of 5 or less to your opponent's hand. So you can target a lot of bodies to return back. Whether it's in the mirror match or in the matchup, you can bounce the Nami back, you can back the Kikunojo back, or even a Thriller Bark. Putting, standard, on play, your opponent has to shuffle their hand back to their deck and then draw 5. Putting being a really stupid card, one of the most broken blue card. I want this card to be banned. 2 Marcos, because it combos well with the 8 cost Gecko. It's a blocker. On KO, draw 2 cards. Very straightforward. It's just the fact that it combos well with Gecko is really nice. And also, to be able to draw 2 additional cards, why not? Then I ran 2 Kumas. I don't think the 2 Kumas are mandatory, but since I was rushing to build the deck, I decided to play 2. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand, add 1 card from the top of your deck to your life. Then this character gains plus 2k for the rest of the turn. Until the end of your opponent's turn. During your opponent's turn, if this card is KO, add the top card of your deck to your life. So you heal 1 if it gets KO during your opponent's turn. Very straightforward. It's a 1k counter as well. It's a nice body, 6 cost, 7k body. And it heals you. We run 4 BB5, the one from the new binder collection, the AAs. It's a 2k counter. It's searchable off of the Nami event, this one. Will you be my servant? Because it looks for a 2 to 8 cost. And some of your other 2ks cannot be targeted by this, like Kumasi. It's out of reach because it's a 1 cost. But BB5 trigger is, if your leader is multicolor, Nami is multicolor, you get to draw 2. And it's a 2k counter. And also the fact that it's a 4 cost 5k body. Worst case scenario, you can cheat this out with Hogback, because it's still a 5k power character that can swing, which is nice. We have 2 red rocks because there's some matchup like Ace that's really hard. The red rock helps to remove big bodies. 1 gravity blade because it's a good card. It bounced 2 6 costs or less to the bottom deck. And then we run 1 copy of If I Bow Down to Power, What's the Point in Living? Activate main, you may rest 1 Dawn. If you have 1 or less life, your opponent cannot activate blocker whenever your leader attacks this turn. Counter, your leader gains plus 3000 power this battle. So it's unblockable, which is nice. Very quick, like crash course of the game plan of the deck. Your 4 life leader usually want to counter out the first swing. Oh, sorry, let me scratch this back. Leader wants to go first most of the time. Your plan is to look for You're My Servant, girl. Let me focus on this. So you want your searchers, which is the Nami searcher event, and then you want to find girl to have it set up on board. And then at 5 dawn, you want to play Nami to force your opponent to take 1 life back. And at 7 dawn, you want to play Robin. That's your perfect curve. Going first, at least. Afterwards, when your opponent swings at you the first life, you usually want to counter it, because you usually don't have a trash setup, nor does your opponent has 3 life or less. So you don't want your first life to be Kikunojo or Thriller Barks and miss out on that trigger. So you usually counter out of the first swing until your opponent is at 3 life. So you would try to get to Nami as soon as possible, force them to take a life, hoping that they're at 3 life afterwards, so Kikunojo becomes life. And also, when they swing at you, you want to counter and discard a Perona or a Hogback. So at least you have a Thriller Bark set up in your trash. So that's the game plan for the early game. And during the late game, you just chain Robin or you chain 8 cost Gecko. Just like that powerful body that also heals you, which is insane. I guess that's pretty much straightforward. That's about it for the game plan of the deck. There's not much more, I guess, to tell. The deck plays itself, really. And there's a matchup that's really hard. Putting helps on those matchups. That's really hard. And yeah, the deck loses to Emu and Ace. Nothing much more to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the deck list. And peace.